welcome to another edition of Friday Night LAIKA. For today's stream, we are going to work on a 300 word flash fiction. So we're going to try and keep it tight, but use a lot of content, but then edit it all down. So it might get a bit wild and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. We're just going to lean into the chaos and create from scratch. And the idea of what we want to try and do here today is we're going to try and make For We Are Many with the help of many minds, line by line into eternity. So I'm going to use a lot of different brains and then edit and polish until we have a tiny and lovely pearl. And the idea that I had behind this was that at the end of the day, I would love to submit this for the Bath Flash Fiction Award, if we think it's good enough, that is, of course, when we get to that point. Because I think that there's nothing in the rules against it, but of course I will tell them exactly how we did it, and I'll send them a link to the YouTube video of making it as well. But yeah, why not? It gives us something to aim for, and I always work well for a little deadline or for something like that. So here we are at LAIKA. And is there any other news that I wanted to tell people about from today before we get into the actual creating? We had our first live user testing sessions yesterday, which was really fun, and we found a lot of bugs that we can work on as well. So that was fantastic. And it's also the first week where we're in a program here in Denmark called InnoFounder. So Martin and Riddy and I are all getting paid a small salary for the next year to work on LAIKA. And we're also going through a full accelerator program, which is going to help us with mentors and lawyers and accountants and all manner of things to help us to bring our dream of LAIKA into reality and into the world. So that's what we're up to. So let's get started. I have this image. I just had this image of this girl. I'll just go back to the picture again. This image of this girl with a mask. And he's kind of like some sort of wandering consciousness that's wearing a mask and going through the world, but is filled with lots and lots and lots of other personalities or other shapes and feelings. And I'm thinking, like that line from the Bible, that like, my name is Legion, for we are many. So that's the kind of idea that like underneath this calm face and underneath this mask, there's this seething mass of contradictions and difference and variety in there. So let's have a look and see what we get. So I'm just going to work away, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing while I go, and maybe it'll help people to figure out how they might like to use LAIKA as well. But if you see anything that you want me to change while I'm going through, just let me know. Just send me a message and tell me, hey, why don't we try this line? Hey, let's have a look at this brain. What about this? All of these kind of sessions, they should be very participatory, and for everybody to be part of and to be involved in. So let's get started. I could keep talking all day because now I'm in a procrastinating mood because I'm a little bit afraid of getting started and working on this challenge in case I'm not able to succeed. But let's see how it goes. Oh, hello, Catherine. Excellent. I am very happy to see you here. So you know what we're up to, and you know that I always value your wonderful input and what you bring to the table. So let's start out. I'm going to start out with the idea of the mask, because that was the image that was strongest in my mind, and we'll just see where we go. And I think we'll also just start with Marcus, because Marcus, the meditations brain, he is our best brain, and he is my favorite brain. So I think we'll let him guide us towards what the next step is going to be, and then move from there. Okay, so I walk the world wearing a mask. I think that's a good enough start. Let's see what that brings to us. I don't have to worry about being noticed. No one can stop me from doing what I want. Okay, I like that, because that's kind of implying that there's something about me that's invisible to other people. And the people look at me with disdain. I can do nothing wrong except for what God intended me to do. Okay, I like that, but I think I prefer this piece. I don't have to worry about being noticed. So I'm going to choose this to start with. I don't have to worry about being noticed. No one can stop me from doing what I want. And I'm going to change no one to nobody, because this is one of those things. I just way prefer nobody and everybody to no one and everyone in all cases. So I'm a nobody. I'm into nobodies. So, oh, Catherine, you have something to say. No one can stop me from doing what I want. It's an intense first line. It is great energy already. I agree. I agree. We're into the good energy. So, I walk the world wearing a mask. I don't have to worry about being noticed. Nobody can stop me from doing what I want. And nobody would even try. And I think now it's maybe time to just start rolling with a few other brains and just getting more lines in and just building up a little bit of nonsense that we can then edit down. So I'm going to go to Poe, actually. I love Poe. He's my second favourite brain. So let's go for him. So I walked the world wearing a mask. I don't have to worry about it. Nobody can stop doing what I want. Nobody would even try. Nobody would even try. And then Poe gives us, I am not a thief, I am not a swindler, and I am certainly not a menace to society. Okay, love this. I have no desire to impress. I am not interested in the esteem of my fellow men. Very nice. I am a man of little thought. Okay, lovely, Edgar, lovely. I would be a success. I would become a celebrity. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling very interested in I am not a thief, because there's something very, the first thing you think of when someone says I am not a thief is, well, you are definitely a thief. So I feel very interested in this I'm not a thief, because you can feel like it's going to go into a but. So this is my favourite, and I think my second favourite is that I have no desire to impress. So I might hold that in my mind. I'm just going to write that down. I should have a more tech way of doing these things, but that's just not how I am as a writer. So I have no desire to impress. I'm just going to pop that down and we'll see if that comes back later. But I'm going to go back to that first one. I am not a thief. I am not a swindler. And I'm certainly not a menace to society. What am I then? What am I? If I'm not a thief, I'm not a swindler, I'm not a menace to society, I am. I'm just going to take a little sip of my Friday beer and think about what I am. I am merely fulfilling my purpose. Oh, that is beautiful, Catherine. I am extremely, extremely into that, because it's quite menacing. I'm merely fulfilling my purpose. Okay, I walked away my stones word in. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can try. Nothing. I am merely fulfilling my purpose. Okay, let's just find it. Let's just get another line. So what I would love to try now is to try a brain, maybe from, like, so here we have our public brains that we've made for everyone, including the great new Alice in Wonderland that we used last time, which I really enjoyed. We also have like the locked brains, which is, the ones that we made ourselves, like you make yourself and that aren't open to everyone else. And then also the community brains. And these are the ones that our users have made and shared. And it's getting pretty long, this list. We have quite a lot in there. So perhaps we'll just use one of these brains. So Catherine, if you see a name that sits out to you there, that strikes you, it strikes your fancy, then let me know. I know we saw yesterday at our user testing session, they were using this brain called That Girl, which is a brain made of guides and YouTube scripts and like TikTok things about how to be that girl. And it's kind of a weird one. So let's just see what happens. We can always delete it if we don't like it. So let's see what that girl says if we're trying to fulfill our purpose. It's probably going to be something like, I will have large eyelash extensions. Okay, we're doing our best, but it's a challenge. Okay, or backdrop to accomplish. My life is not a lifestyle, but a pursuit. Okay. I'm healthy and whole. I want to share my life with them. Be there. Okay, I don't like any of these. I'm going to give it one more chance to give us something interesting, and then move on to a different brain. My purpose to be that girl. My job is to help people. That is all. That was never my intention. My goal was to help myself. Okay, I like that. There's definitely something in that. My life is not a one-trick pony. Okay, I like that too. and I want to be that girl. Okay, I like that I like this one having the job being something that wasn't my intention. I wanted to be selfish, but that wasn't what was in the books for me. My purpose is to help people, even though that's not what I actually like doing, which is exciting. But I also like my life is not a one trick pony, because that's just an extremely nice phrase, um, that I feel could lead us into more interesting directions. So, one trick pony, or never my intention. Catherine, what do you think? Add them both. Okay, I'm just going to write down life is not one trick pony so I can hold it in my heart. Okay. I'm really fulfilling my purpose. My job is to help people, that is all. It was never my intention. My goal was always to help myself. Okay. My life is not a one trick pony. More is more, indeed, indeed. I'm really fulfilling my job is to help people. That is all. It's a little bit messy here, but the thing is, the idea with this is to make more and then strip it all back. So let's make more and then strip it all back. My life is not a one trick pony. Let's see if anyone else has anything interesting to add to this. What kind of brain might be interesting to pull in here? So, Catherine, if you're like seeing any brains that appeal to you for what we might want, let me know. But maybe we'll just throw in little Alice. Alice has been very good to us lately. So, we can see what Alice has to give. Okay, getting rich. Or I have to do both. Okay, I like that, kind of connecting that I can help myself and help other people. Yes, I think that's the one. I have to do both, and that is the great puzzle. Okay, so now I'm wondering, I'm just going to see Alice also in a fragmented mind. Okay, let's see what a fragmented mind has to give us, and let's give a Frankenstein after. So, and that is a great puzzle. So let's just keep on making more clay and then shape it. So that is the great puzzle. That is the great puzzle. I've been trying to figure it out for millennia now. Okay, where's that fragmented mind gone? There we go. No idea what this is or where it's from. It's an anonymous community brain. Let's see what it gives us. Okay. Oh. My hotkey has suddenly stopped working. That's very strange. Let me see if I can delete it and bring a new one in. He's very keen on us knowing that we grew up in the house of a very young woman with a mother and a stepmother. But this line is good. I know you think me a woman without a soul, but I'm more human than you. I've walked in more skins, but I'm more human than you. I'm not sure how to do this line. I'm trying to think of something poetic to say with walking with more skins, collect in more skins. Because I'm getting, yeah, there are definitely some kind of skinwalker or collective inside a body. But I'm more, oh, maybe because it's not, I'm more human than you. I'm more humans than you. Many more. Behind these eyes. Who could count the souls? Be better to write it like this. Who could count the souls behind these eyes? Very Jane Eyre. Do you think because I'm... Yes, yes. Okay. I'm more humans than you. Who could count the souls behind these eyes? And now let's get to our Frankenstein that you were mentioning there, Catherine. And fling in a little Frankenstein line. Let's see where we get. I was once a monster, and I am a wretch. But who can describe the agony of solitude? I was once a being formed in hell, but now I am a thing of beauty and a delight to behold. I was once a murderer, and I still am, but I have a kind of amiable kindness. Okay. I was once a monster, and I am a wretch. I was once a being formed in hell. Okay, I kind of feel like we need to bring all of these things in. Oh, for real? It just brought back the same response. Oh, thanks for checking that out, really. I was super confused. Just kept pressing it and it wasn't doing anything. Okay. So I want to bring in a good few of these. But this one is the one, the being formed in hell is going to be the end. So I was once a murderer and I still am. Okay. I was once a murderer and I still am. I was once a monster and I am a wretch. I was once a being formed in hell. Now I am a thing of beauty and a delight to behold. I am all of this, and more. Okay. I'm kind of into this. Yeah, I agree, Catherine. I like this. I was once. So I'm all of this, and more. So we might like to try and figure out like who they are or what it is they're doing. I know we have this thing that they're going to help people. How is this multitude of souls in a single body who's walked the earth for millennia behind a mask? How could this person help people? Perhaps by being a mirror or a reflection or something like that. All of this, and more. When you meet me, I am a mirror. No matter who you are, I can reflect a piece. I can reflect a shard of your soul. No matter who you are, I can reflect a shard of your soul. A glint. That tells you. That you are not alone. A spark that can light your way. So just seeing what you're saying there, Catherine. Doctor Who episode. How can you trust someone looking back at you with your own eyes? Aye. That person may not be trusted, indeed. Okay, good. That's a good direction to go in. I'm all this, all this and more. When you meet me, I'm a mirror. No matter who you are, I can reflect your soul, glint that can show you that you're not alone, a spark that can light your way. And how do you repay me? With derision, with exile. Well, this is definitely different from the start because we had that whole thing about not needing to worry about being noticed. But that's actually fine. I don't have to worry because nobody can stop me anyway. You can't stop me, so maybe it's not exile. I'm not a thief, I'm not a swindler. Certainly not a menace to society. And how do you repay me? Or, and how do I take my payment, perhaps, is more appropriate. What payment do I take in return? Merely that reflection. Just that small reflection. A tiny thing, really. Yes, there is. I'm loving it. And now I want to see another piece from another brain, the Library of Souls. What other souls might be interesting to have here? Well, I'm thinking Algernon might give us something interesting. Definitely thinking Aleister Crowley might give us something interesting, but I might want to save him a little bit further ahead. Dracula could be good. Lovecraft could be good. House in the Borderlands is probably good. Let's go House in the Borderlands for this one. Let's see. I'm not alone. And so I go on. Okay, I like this. This feels like the life that I would have in this body. Okay, yes. And so I go on. Always a little brighter than before. Days pass, the nights come and go. I am weary. The nights come and go, the days pass. And what will be the end of all of this? When will I have fulfilled my purpose? I'm going to ask Algernon what he thinks. The night is deep, there is no light. I am afraid of the darkness, and the darkness comes. Okay, I love that. The answer is I do not know. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I've been afraid all along. Okay. Afraid. I can see it coming. The night is deep and there is no light. I'm afraid of the darkness and the darkness comes. And when I look into the darkness, and then the darkness When the darkness meets me, what kind of mirror will I be? With no light to reflect. With no light to absorb. Okay, so we somehow can sense that the end is going to be darkness. And we're afraid of darkness because, as this being, we've basically been going around and not stealing and not swindling, as we were very clear to point out at the start, but definitely taking as payment some light from the humans that we meet, in payment for showing them who they are, in payment for letting them see what they could become. And if we meet the darkness, then that's perhaps the thing that's going to take over us. And I don't know what that would mean or how that will go. Yeah, what kind of mirror will I be? Okay, let's ask somebody else. Let's just keep rolling here. I think we should take another 2 or 3 more and then see how many words we have and then see if we can edit it down a bit. So let's see, who else will be good? I'm going to take one more normal one, I think. Will we ever be seen? Oh, Catherine, I love that. Let's put that in. Will I ever be seen? Will I ever be seen? Will I ever meet one who can reflect my soul? Yes, Catherine. Yes. Who are, or will we ever? Oh yeah, will we ever be seen? Yes, perhaps we need to bring that we in a little bit more clear. When did we start saying the we business? Who could count the souls behind these eyes? I was once a murderer, I was once a monster, I was once a being. I am all of this and more. We are. When you meet me, when you meet us, we are a mirror. No matter who you are, we can reflect a shard of your soul. And what payment do we take in return? And so we go on. We are weary. What will be the end of all this? When we have fulfilled our purpose? We are afraid. We can see it coming. We're afraid of the darkness, and the darkness comes. And when the darkness meets us, what kind of mirror will we be? No right to reflect, with no light to absorb. Will we ever be seen? Will we ever meet one who can reflect us? All of us. Yeah, it's okay, but I feel like now it's okay because we started with the eyes and then we rolled into the we's after we explained that we came from hell. Explained that we came from hell very clearly. Okay, so let's bring in one more fiction writer here. Who would be good? I mean, Dostoevsky could be good. Lovecraft could be good. Ooh, Journey by Moonlight could be good. Very existential. The night will come, the dark will fall, and we shall see only our own faces, and then we shall die. Poof. Well, I like that. Let's see what other alternatives there are. Will there ever be another world? What will it mean to be human? Okay, I think the first one is the best one here. The night will come and the dark will fall, and we shall see only our own. In fact, we won't even see our own face, right? Because we have this mask business going on. So I think that's what we're going to see. We shall see only our own mask. And then we shall die. Then we shall die. And you must not sleep. Do not sleep. We shall die together. Okay, that's it. And then we shall die. We shall die together. And after that, who will show people? Who will show people themselves? Who will show people what they can be, what they can become? They can become. Okay. Do not sleep. Yes. Okay, I'm going to see what Alistair Crowley has to say for us here. My book of thought, because that feels like a fitting end to the shape of this. Oh, I might need to move the thing a little bit. Okay. They shall be blindfolded and bound, and they shall not move an inch. They shall cry aloud and scream. This camera is a bit weird. Okay. Or build our house on the ruins of other houses. Okay, this is good though. What does it matter anyway? Our lives be blinded by the light of humans. We'll see the true nature of things for the first time in all our lives. Okay. Yeah, I like that one a lot too, Catherine. It's like, yes, that's like that's like a template for success, right? Build our houses on the ruins of the other houses, for that is what adepts do. I love that. Okay, so this is very weird, and it's more of a, I suppose, yeah, it's like a little character study more than a story or a specific piece. I think we can do something with it, but first of all, I just want to see out of interest how many words it is. So I'm just going to say like a word counter, and we'll give it a go. Okay, so it's 442 words, so we're a little bit too big. So that's good. We know we want to take down about a third of this. We need to come down to make this the right shape, the right size. Yes, exactly. Good point, Catherine. A word counter would be a nice another thing to add. But now that we have the content, let's see what we can do to turn it into something else. So I'm going to just work here, but shout if you see anything that we should change or do. Walk the world wearing a mask. I don't know. Don't worry about being noticed. Nobody can stop me. I'm just going to change from doing what I want to just stop me, because we're not really doing what we want. We've already established that. Nobody can stop me. Nobody would even try. I'm not a thief, nor a swindler. Not a thief. I am not a swindler. I'm going to take away the menace to society. I am really fulfilling my purpose. Helping people. Helping people. That is all. That's all. It was never my intention. My goal was always to help myself. Okay, but then this part here, the one-trick pony, sadly, is not going to work, because we really are just here. We are surviving by reflecting the light of the humans, but it's not really something that is helping myself as well. What are you saying there, Catherine? When you meet us, we are a mirror. Ooh, okay, when you meet us, we are a mirror. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where it is. Ah, we am a mirror. Very good. Helping people, that's all. It's never my intention. My goal was always to help myself. The world out of their plans, as it always does. World out of their plans, as it always does. Oh, I know you think me a woman without a soul, but I'm more human than you. I'm more humans than you. Many more. Who could even count the souls behind these eyes? I was once a murderer. I was once a being formed in hell, but now I'm a thing of beauty and a delight to behold. I am all of this and more. We are. Meet us, we are a mirror. Glint that can show you. Glint to show you are not alone. A spark to light your way. And our payment? Just that small reflection. Tiny thing, really. Just a little bit of light. Tiny thing, really. So we go on. No brighter than before. Days pass, the nights come and go. We are weary. When will we fulfill? We fulfill our purpose. What is the end of all this? Just seeing if there's anything else there. You know what's wonderful is, I think, if I was once a murderer in Salam lines. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's like there are different souls inside her. One of them is the murderer. One of them is the wretch, and all together they're the demon formed in hell, and then sent back to the earth to walk the earth and as a kind of penance, perhaps, reflect the light of the humans so that they can see who they are, so that they can see their potential, their bright potential in the world. But the demon can only feed on this light a little bit, just enough to keep alive, just enough to keep going. Something like that. Or perhaps there's some sort of, it's not punishment, but redemption. I think it might be redemption. Ooh, it's so fun. I love doing this stuff, and this is exactly how I like to write. It's just starting to think about things and make these connections and put stuff together and see symbols and see the symbols and the patterns underneath everything. Okay, what is the end of all this? Are we afraid, though? I'm not sure we're afraid. We can see it coming, though. We can see it coming. The eternal night is deep and there is no light. We are afraid of darkness, but the darkness will come. And when the darkness meets us, what kind of mirror will it be? No light to reflect, no light to absorb. Will we ever be seen? The light will come. I don't think we need to see our own mask. I mean, we can't see anything in the dark anyway, so it's a little bit mysterious. Yeah, me too, Catherine. I think it's just though that actually everyone we do feels like we're getting into a new level. I think we're just learning how to work with the tool in a good way. Yeah, I feel like we're just really getting into it in these last few weeks. Okay. What is the end of all this? We can see it coming. The eternal light is deep. Afraid of darkness, but the darkness will come. It's deep and there is no light. I'm just going to take away the afraid of the darkness. I think we can just go straight to, and when the darkness meets us, the eternal night is deep. The eternal night. And when the darkness meets us, what kind of mirror will it be? Will we ever be seen? The light will come, the dark will fall, and then we shall die. We shall die together. And I don't know if we need any of this either. We shall die together. I don't know if we will die actually, because I think we're creatures a little bit beyond dying. I'm just going to take all that out too. The night will come and the dark will fall. And then for the first time in all our many lives, we will not be blinded by the light of humans. We will see the true nature of things. Okay. So, just seeing what you're saying there, Catherine. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that as well. Like it's like the one that really got me today. My favorite space in today's one was this: once a being formed in hell, but now a thing of beauty and a light to behold. But that one being connected with the once a murderer, once a monster, once a being formed in hell. That piece made me understand what we were even doing here with this story. It really felt like, oh yeah, okay, this is the space. This is what we're up to. Okay, I'm going to count how many words we have, and then see another go in case we can change it. 303 words. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. What can we cut? What do we need to feel like here? I walk the world wearing a mask. I don't have to worry about being noticed. Nobody can stop me. Nobody would even try. I'm not a thief. I'm not a swindler. I'm merely fulfilling my purpose. Helping people, that's all. I think we can just say helping people was never my intention. My goal was always to help myself. The world has other plans, as it always does. Oh, I know you look at me and think me a woman without a soul, but I'm more human than you. I'm more humans than you, many more. Who could even count? looking at the souls behind these eyes. I was once a murderer, and I still am. I was once a monster, and am now a wretch. I was once a being formed in hell, but now I am a thing of beauty and delight to behold. I am all of this and more. We are. When you made us, we are a mirror. Reflecting a shard of your soul, a glint to show you are not alone, a spark to light your way. And our payment, just a little bit of your light. Tiny bit, really. Just a little of your light. Tiny bit, really. And then we go on. We go on. A little brighter than before. Days pass, the nights come and go. We are weary. When will we fulfill our purpose? What is the end of all of this? We can see it coming. We are weary. We have almost fulfilled our purpose. We are almost at the end. We can see it coming, the eternal night. Yeah, we totally could, Catherine. That would actually be a really cool idea. We were planning on doing a thing like that a little bit later in the spring or the summer, having like a LAIKA zine where we ask everyone to contribute some stories and some things they've made, and we make a beautiful zine and we even publish it on real paper. So that's definitely a plan we're going to do in the next few months. So get your LAIKA work ready for that. But definitely we could put in some of our wonderful Friday Night LAIKA stories in there too. We are weary. We've almost fulfilled our purpose. We're almost at the end. We are close to the end. We can see it coming. The eternal night. When the darkness meets us, what kind of mirror will it be? No light to reflect. Will we ever be truly seen? Will we ever be seen? The night will come, the dark will fall, and then, for the first time in all our many lives, we will not be blinded by the light of the humans. We will see the true. We will see beyond to the true nature of things. Okay. I'm feeling like it's getting there. It's really getting there. I'm really fulfilling my purpose. Oh, I know you look at me and think me a woman without a soul. I'm all of this and more. Yeah. Catherine, do you have any last edits for our piece? Because I guess I should count it again and make sure that we have the right amount of words. 297. Oh yeah. But yeah, do you have any last edits for our piece before we consider this one done and dusted? Just a word count. Yeah, 297. I'm delighted. And I think we will call it, for We Are Many. Because, this was the idea, the Legion. And I really like where it went. Because it's turned into a story. It's not just about, like, souls in a mask, but they're doing something. This, like, whole thing, it led us into the I'm not a thief. And then it led us into the helping people. And it's like, okay, well, how is it helping? And then we thought, okay, it's the mirror, the reflection, and then bringing it from there. What's going to happen to us when there's no light? Yeah, we're gonna see the truth then. And so I really like this as a journey, and feels very good. So I think I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to submit this to that flash fiction contest by me and Catherine and LAIKA, and see how we get on. and it'll definitely be in our first scene. So yes, I'm very happy with this, and I'm going to save it because I'm always scared I'm going to lose what we do. So we've got it saved, and then we're ready to go. And I'll also pop it on Twitter today because it's very small, so it's a whole story in one little clump. So I can put it in Twitter and make it look good. All right. Well, with that, folks, I think we have succeeded in the For We Are Many 300 word, or rather 297 word flash fiction. And thanks so much for being here. We won't have a Friday Night LAIKA next week because we're going to be, Team LAIKA are going to be in Svalbard in the Arctic. Dog sledding. So we will have a photo on our Twitter page when we get back for sure. But yes, next weekend we're going to be away. So we'll be back the following weekend and ready to make more exciting stories and have a lot more creative fun. So we will see you then. And Catherine, thank you so much as always for being such a wonderful creative partner. I love writing with you and making things with you. So thanks so much for being here with me. And I will chat to you on Monday. And I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. And yeah, see you on the flip side.